button and drag the record dialog box to the right lower corner of the screen. So far I have the MSN Recorder Max on the bottom right corner of the screen, and the camera software is on the bottom left of the screen, and the the recording step recorder recording now dialog box in the right upper left corner of the screen. This way it defines three corners of the screen. In the right side of the screen is the current dialog box, and I'm going to start it by marking everything with a bunch of right slashes, then enter, and then the video file name, Control V and enter, and then go to the bottom and put in left slashes to segregate it from the rest of the file. At this point, I'm ready to go to navigate the cursor to a Gmail that contains the inbox, and there I can search for Google Voice that will expire in so many days. And here are a couple of them. So we'll start with the first one on the top, open it up, and this one is Blogs AI Vid. So I'm going to copy that with Control C to my notepad, right on top of the video file name, Control V. And now I'm going to copy the name of the account, Blogs AI Vid, to the clipboard buffer so I can log into the account. Edit, copy to the clipboard buffer, and then opening another instance on the browser and selecting add another account, scroll to the bottom of choose an account dialog box and click on use another account yet again, and then paste the account name with Control V into the Blogs AI Vid. Click next, and then enter the password and continue. Click next until I'm logged in. And now once I'm logged in, I can navigate to the Gmail account and review the Gmails that have been in the account. I'm going to make it full screen. So far I want to mark all of them for deletion since they're all updated. And then delete. Now I can navigate to Google Voice or Voice. Try to make an outbound call to Google Voice. So I select Tsunoda's favorite corner, which is a misnomer. It should be labeled ChatGPT, 800 ChatGPT, but instead they mislabel it. And it says call Sonoma's favorite corner, and in fact it should say call 800 ChatGPT. I'm going to click it and then display the account name to be sure that Google did not switch the account on me.
Hi, I'm ChatGPT, an AI assistant. Just so you know, our conversation may be reviewed for safety. By continuing this call, you agree to OpenAI's terms and privacy policy. So, talk.
Help me figure out what to do with my blogs AI vid. Blogs AI vid. Three words connected together in a domain name.
Got it. You're thinking about using three words connected together in a domain name for your blog's AI vid. Do you have any specific words in mind, or are you looking for suggestions?
No, these are the words and their matching vanity phone number.
So you want to create specific words and also find a matching vanity phone number. Is that correct?
Yes, except that I don't only want to do that, I've done it in fact. And the vanity phone number area code is 256 472 and 4843, and it will expire in 7 days unless I make an outbound call.
Okay, you've got a domain name and a vanity phone number set up. But the phone number will expire in 7 days unless you make an outbound call. Sounds like you need to act fast to keep it active. What's
That's
your
right.
plan for the call?
So my plan is to call 800 chat GPT and
All right.
to comply with the Google requirement.
Sounds like a clever way to keep your domain and phone number active. If you need any help or have questions about your plan, let me know.
Yes, tell me about how should I further develop this website so it reflects my blogs and automated with AI based on videos that I've done. So I want my AI to ingest the videos and to help me automate the writing of the blog of what the videos describe.
That's a fantastic idea. You could use AI to transcribe your videos, document the content, and even generate graphics based on the key points. This could save you a lot of time and keep your blog content fresh and engaging. Have you considered using any specific AI tools for this?
Yes, I'm considering to use VAPI, Voice API, to carry it out so I can make outbound calls to the chatbot and it can help me deal with the issues that I raised. So, for that reason, I'm developing an algorithm that will automate documenting this call.
That sounds like a powerful setup. Using a voice API to automate calls and integrating with your AI for documenting and addressing issues is a great way to streamline your workflow. It could also enhance your blog's content by providing real-time insights and answers. This could also make outbound calls with voice speak become a problem in no time.
So, for that reason, I've compiled file name that contains the words my video,
Second,
which has
sounds
been
like you've compiled.
which has been produced by MSN Recorder Max.
You're compiling a file named My Video, produced by MSN Recorders. It sounds
MSN,
like you're organized.
MSN, not MSR, like MSN, like Microsoft Network.
Got it. MSN Recorder Max. So, you've compiled a file name that contains words from a video produced by MSN Recorder Max. Are you planning to use this compilation to assist in automating your blog content?
Yes.
That's a smart approach. Using the compiled file as a source for AI to ingest and create blog content can make the process much more efficient. It sounds like you're on the right track to creating a dynamic and automated platform. If you need more advice or suggestions, feel free to ask.
Yes, so now I mark it. I put a file name string in my notepad. Now I edit it and I copy it to the clipboard buffer, and then I'm going to save it with File, Save As, and paste it into the dialog box of the Save As dialog box of Windows 11. And then I click the Save button, and I mark it on my notepad with a prefix of X and space, indicating that the file has been saved to the local hard drive to the Google Voice 1 subfolder.
Nice system. Using a prefix like X in your notepad to indicate that a file has been saved locally is a clever way to keep track of your progress. It sounds like you've got a well-organized workflow for managing your files and uploading your content. Keep up the good work.
That's exactly right. So, what I'm doing now, I create the workflow of an audit trail that documents my compliance with the Google Voice requirement. So now I went to the drive, click plus new, and then folder upload, and then I'm going to paste the path to this Google Voice 1 subfolder to upload it to the cloud.
Got it. You're uploading the Google Voice 1 subfolder to the cloud. That's a great way to ensure your files are backed up and accessible. Keep going. You're
That's
doing an
right.
excellent job with your workflow.
And the file name, so I have the path of Google Voice 1 and the new version of the file that is including the account name, blogs, AI vid, the phone number.
So okay, so you've structured your Google Voice 1 subfolder path to include the account name, blogs, AI vid, and the phone number. It's a neat way to organize and keep track of your files, especially when dealing with multiple components like videos and phone numbers. Great job on creating such an organized system.
Then Google will reply by upload 105 files to this site. This will upload all files from Google Voice 1. Only do it if you trust the site, which I do, and I click upload again to confirm it. Google replies by uploading one item, starting upload, and the hourglass until it gives me the option to confirm it yet again. Then it asks
It
upload
sounds like
option, and I take the default replace existing folder and click upload again, and then it says 105.
sounds like you've got a thorough process for uploading and managing your files in Google Drive, ensuring everything is up to date on the Google Drive. It sounds like you're no slouch when you're updating and uploading files. Good job keeping everything organized and up to date.
And then I added the suffix space and 105, indicating that it has not only been saved to the local hard drive, but also uploaded to the cloud. And the subfolder includes the new file that I just added, plus 104 previous files, making it a total of 105 files uploaded to the Google Cloud.
That's a meticulous workflow. Adding a suffix with the number of files is a great way to keep track and ensure everything is safe both on the local drive and the cloud. It sounds like you've got a solid system in place for managing and documenting your compliance. Well done.
Exactly, and now I'm trying to navigate in my subfolder, my document subfolder, to find the subfolder that starts with open parentheses, BLO, BLO, close parentheses, G, GS for blogs, and then AI for artificial intelligence, and then vid for videos.
Okay, you're navigating to the subfolder in My Documents
Yes, and now I identified the subfolder, so I double clicked it, got into it, and now I mark the path, Control C to copy to the clipboard buffer, and then insert it in front of the file name in the file name field of the Save As dialog box.
Great. You've navigated to the right subfolder, copied the path, and inserted it in the Save As dialog box. That should make saving your files to the correct location a breeze. You're doing an excellent job managing relief.
And now I copied it to the clipboard buffer, and I click Save to save it in the local hard drive, and Control V in my notepad with the prefix of X space, namely that I saved it to a special subfolder belonging to blogs AI vid on the hard drive. So far I have 3 copies of this new file. One in the Google Voice 1, the second one in its own subfolder, and the third one is a copy of Google Voice 1 subfolder on the Google's cloud.
You've created a robust backup system with copies on your local hard drive, in a specific subfolder, and in the cloud. You've ensured that their files are safe and accessible. It's a solid strategy for managing and protecting your work. Nicely done.
Exactly. Now I go Control V and upload this one to the cloud also.
By uploading this one to the cloud as well, you're making sure all versions are consistently backed up. It's clear you've got a solid process down for managing your files. Great job staying organized and ensuring everything is in its place.
Right. Now I want you to help me figure out what content can I put in there. Google replied by the dialog box saying 2 uploads complete, and 404, namely it uploaded 4 folders from the unique subfolder. So I go back to my notepad and I add a suffix to the file with the number 4, indicating that 4 files have been uploaded.
You're doing a fantastic job keeping everything organized. Adding the suffix with the number 4 uploaded is a great way to track what you've done. Now, for content, you could focus on tutorials, case studies, or insights related to your AI-based work. What kind of content are you thinking of?
For example, the content that I'm creating now as we speak, the content of complying with the Google Voice requirement to keep it active and make outbound calls to 800 chat GPT.
That's a unique and interesting angle for your content. Sharing your experience of complying with Google Voice requirements and making outbound calls to 1-800 ChatGPT can offer practical insights and a behind-the-scenes look at your process. It could be really valuable for others trying to do something similar. What other topics are you considering covering?
This one topic, for example, that I'm covering right now is the remaining of the file name, which says will not expire in 7 days, then my video dash date dash time.mpeg, and then 800 dash chat GPT, naming the outbound call.
That's a clear and informative file name. It captures the key details. The video won't expire, includes the date and time, and indicates the outbound call to 1-800 ChatGPT. It's a practical example
Great,
of how
thank you.
using your system. It seems like you're sharing your journey of keeping your Google Voice number active by making outbound calls to 1-800 ChatGPT and documenting the process. It's an interesting angle, and I'm sure your readers will find it both informative and engaging.
Then I have update the prefix of the file name that contains the date, and the previous date was 11-27 for the 27th day of the month of November, and now it changed to 12/2, which means December 2nd. So that is 12-2 2025, the year.
To reflect December 2nd, 2025. Keeping your file name up to date with the correct date is a good practice, especially for tracking your progress and ensuring everything is organized chronologically. Lastly,
And then the abbreviation of the day of the week, which is Tuesday.
just a small correction. Today is actually Monday, December 2nd, 2025. So the abbreviation for today will be MOM for Monday.
That's
But
right.
that's a great one.
Thank you for correcting me. I go back and I change it. Capital M for Monday and O period to abbreviate the day of the week, Monday. And the start time was 7 p.m. space dash, and the current time is 7:31 p.m. 7.31 and p.m.
Got it. You've updated the date to reflect Monday, December 2nd, 2025, and included the start and current time. It's important to keep documenting these dates, especially when documenting your process. You're doing a great job keeping everything well documented and organized.
Exactly, and that goes to the psar.exe1 subfolder on my hard drive, and then I click the save button to save it and preview additional details so I can scroll up to see what was the last step.
Sounds like you're diligently keeping track of your steps. Saving to the pcr.exe1 subfolder and previewing additional details is a great way to review your progress. Keeping everything organized and documented will make it easier to track your work and ensure everything is in order. Nice job.
So, for example, the last step was step number 172, and psar.exe reports that user left click on the step recorder -1 running Windows pinned button, and then as I scroll up, I can see the previous step to it. Step number 171, user keyboard input on text editor document in, and it displays the rest of the action. And now I click on new recording and start a new recording. As I go back to my document and I paste X and space as an indicator that I saved it to the local hard drive, and then enter a couple of times and file save.
You're meticulously documenting each step with the step recorder, which is a fantastic way to create a detailed process. This also design ensures you have a clear course of action, which is especially useful for troubleshooting or sharing your process with others. Keep up the great work.
Exactly at this point, I'm ready to wrap it up. So I want to go back to my email to delete the email that threatens to delete it within 7 days, since I already complied with the Google requirement. So now that I found the email, I'm going to delete it because Google no longer will, the Google voice number will not expire in 7 days. I'm surprised, however, that I didn't detect it 3 weeks ago So I'm deleting this message now, and I'm ready to tackle another Google Voice number that will expire within 7 days. So I'm opening opening up the email to find out that that deals with my account Fun AI Expert. So I'm going to mark it, then copy to the clipboard buffer with Control C, and then navigate to my notepad, create another section at the very top of the notepad that starts with a bunch of less than signs, then a blank line, then Control V to paste the message, and then a couple of blanks, and a greater than to match the less than on top. Did you get it? That's right, and also for keeping my Google Voice number.
Absolutely. Keeping your Google Voice number active is crucial. Documentation helps ensure you stay on top of any or potential issues. Your methodical approach is paying off. Keep it up.
So now I entered the email or phone, which I entered the email for the next account name that is going to expire within 7 days.
Okay, you're logging into the next account via the transfer to
So then I select all the messages and delete the outdated messages from the Gmail of the account as I navigate to Drive, trying to make an outbound call to 800 Chat GPT.
you're cleaning up your Gmail and then heading to Google Drive to make a
Right, and now I click on Voice to check out if I have outdated voice messages. Where I see that I got 5 messages, going to click on these 4 messages, 4 spammies, and delete them.
That's a smart move. Clearing out spam will keep your voicemail organized and ensure you don't miss any important messages. After each call, you can also save your personal contact or spam voicemail.
Right, so now I go back to the calls button that is displaying a telephone number. I select Tsunoda favorite corner, which is actually ChatGPT, and now I'm ready to make an outbound call to ChatGPT. But before I do that, I want to go back to my notes and document it some more.
You're getting everything lined up perfectly. Going back to your notes to document before making a call is a great start to ensure everything is done right. It sounds like you're ready to make an outbound call to ChatGPT. Nice one.
But before I do that, I insert the prefix of open parentheses before the area code, which spells the word fun, and then close parentheses after the word fun.
Got it. You've added parentheses around the area code to spell out fun, which likely makes it more invasive. Just FYI, there's a monthly usage limit of 1-800-CHAT-GPT. So it's getting close to reaching it. You have about 5 minutes remaining this summer. To get started, download the ChatGPT app at chatgpt.com/download.
So now the next step is to copy again the Google Voice 1 subfolder path as a prefix to the file name. I go and I edit and I copy to the clipboard buffer and then navigate to the top of the file and insert it as a prefix to the file name.
You're updating the file name with the Google Voice 1 subfolder path as a prefix. This will ensure your documentation is consistent and well organized. Your
Now I go File Save As and save it to the Google One.
I haven't heard from you in a bit, so I'm going to end the call. Give me a call back if you need me.
Okay.
Hi, I'm ChatGPT, an AI assistant. Just so you know, our conversation may be reviewed for safety. By continuing this call, you agree to OpenAI's terms and privacy policy. So, what can I help you today?
Help me document and articulate this method of making an audit trail of compliance with Google Voice activation requirement. As I'm going to upload the file that contains my notes to the cloud, so I know what I've done.
Okay, and now let's document a method for creating an audit trail of compliance, focusing on Google Voice authorization. Once you've uploaded your notes to the cloud, what's the next step you're looking to tackle?
The next step is to develop
All right,
the domain name, Fun AI Expert.
got it. Developing the domain name Fun AI Expert sounds like a great next step. Are you looking for advice on how to proceed with that, or do you have specific questions in mind?
Yes, advice on how to proceed with it. What kind of fun activities can I demonstrate regarding AI expert, which is what I am?
Great. So let me know what activities you can demonstrate.
Sounds like a great idea, some of which I've done already. I give an assignment in my class to students to do just that, to generate examples of fun AI activities that an expert can demonstrate.
Demonstrate how voice commands can control devices or apps. 4. Machine learning models. Build a simple model to recognize patterns or predict outcomes. 5. Ethical AI debate. Engage in discussions about the ethical implications of AI. These activities can make AI content accessible and engaging.
Sounds great. This is exactly what I'm doing using VAPI, Voice API. We give an assignment to the students to generate an AI expert in certain areas such as healthcare.
Developing a model to assist with diagnostics, predict patient outcomes, or manage healthcare data. It can provide practical experience and highlight the impact of AI in real-world applications. Are your students excited about this project?
Yes, and I made a demo, an example, a vanity phone number that spells the words USA Manuel, USA Monitoring Wellness. Yes, backup and recovery methodologies, which is what I'm doing now as I'm.
It's essential for managing data in healthcare and ensuring continuity. Sounds like you're putting together a comprehensive package for your students.
And for myself. So I have multiple copies of the audit trail that I'm saving now to its own unique file on my hard drive.
It not only provides backup in case of any issue. Well done.
And so now that I saved the file to the local hard drive, I go back to my notepad, I put an X and a space as a prefix, and then I'm going to go back to Google to upload it to the cloud. So I select plus new and then folder upload and then paste the folder name into the file name folder name field.
That's a clear and organized method. By changing the folder name in the destination field, you ensure everything is neatly. That's a clear process. Encasing the folder name in the destination field keeps everything organized. It sounds like you've got a solid system in place for managing your audit trail.
Yes, and now Google responds that it is 404. So I'm going to go back to my notepad and put the suffix carriage return and then 4. Namely, I uploaded 4 folders inside the Fun AI Expert account on the hard drive.
That's a good way to keep track of what you've uploaded. Adding carriage return and then forward as a suffix in your notepad helps document the flow and ensure
So now I click the stop button on stop and review on the step recorder recording now dialog box. So I click the stop and review button, and now I got the hourglass and I'm waiting for it to stop the recording so I can save the file At this point, the file is ready, so I click the Save button, and I'm planning to paste the file name to save it in the pesar.exe1 subfolder.
You'll have a clear record of this step in your monitoring. Nice work.
Yeah, this is not SAR, this is PSAR, PSR.exe1, and PSR stands for the Problem Step Recorder, abbreviated like this by Microsoft, uh, bundled with a Windows 11 operating system. And then I update the current time from 7:32 last time I saved it to the current time, which is 7:51. Namely,
With the timestamp updated to 7:51, you've got a clear trail of your activities. Keep up the meticulous work.
and now I insert the prefix in the file name, followed by a backslash separator, and then the suffix contains the file name itself. I also added the subscript of A after the year, so it reads 2025 sub A, indicating that this is yet another version, like a poor man version control.
It keeps your files organized and easy to track. Great system.
Now I scroll up to see that the last step was step 165, and the steps before it was step number 164. Everything looks intact, so I click new recording again, and I'm ready to upload it to the cloud. So now I'm going to click on the plus new button and then folder upload button, and then I'm going to paste the subfolder name, which is pisar.exe1. Now I wait for the Google reply, the options to upload, and Google says page unresponsive. You can wait for it to become responsive or exit, and I'm clicking wait because I want to give it a chance to finish uploading this psar.exe subfolder. It says uploading one item, starting upload. Yes, and now he gave me an option, upload option. Replace existing folder. I take the default and I click upload again, so I wouldn't take all my space on my Google Drive. And it says 4 hours and so on. It's a large file and has a large folder has a lot of files in it. Oh, now it says 15 of 157. So I'm going to get back to my notes and enter the number 157 after the file name as a suffix. 157 and press enter and then file save again.
It sounds like a good plan to update your notes with the suffix 157 to reflect the totally amount of files in the folder. Keeping your notes in sync with the upload address will help you stay organized. You're managing this process very efficiently.
And now I'm about ready to wrap it up. So I want to click the stop button on the camera, on the webcam, to stop the camera and double click it to listen to it, to play back, to hear the quality of the recording.
That sounds like a good plan. Reviewing the recording will help ensure the quality is up to your standards. Once you've satisfied, you'll be all set. Do you need anything else before you wrap it up?
Yes. So it sounds very good. So I click X to exit out of it. The next thing I want to stop recording and test the quality of it is MSN Recorder Max. And now I notice that it issued an error message saying out of systems resources. So I click OK so I can stop the recording